Hello dear math enthusiasts, welcome to the section 3 of derivative. If you never watch our movies, please subscribe our channel because I'm 100% sure it can help you. Without any further ado, let's get started. Derivative formulas. The first one is when your function is a constant. You know, if you're gonna to show the function, sometimes we show it by y and sometimes we show it by fx. You know, they are the same. Why? Because when you put the x, you give the y or fx. For example, x power 2, when you put 1, your output is 1, 2 is 4, and 3 is 9, and so on. Therefore, if your function is a constant, the derivative of a constant is 0. For example, if your function be the constant 2, your derivative answer is 0. Or tangent of 45 degree. Also that is 1 and it's constant. Therefore, answer is 0. What about another one? Yes, this is irrational number and therefore the derivative is 0. Guys, what's the difference between tangent of 45 degree and tangent of x? This is fixed, but this is not fixed. If you put input, you give your output related to the x. Okay? If your function be constant, therefore your derivative is 0. What about the second one? If your function is x power n, the derivative is nx n minus 1. What happened? The power came as a coefficient and your power reduced by 1. For example, in here, y equal x power 2, derivative is 2x power 1 because it came as a coefficient. And another example, yes, minus 2x, tell me, yeah, minus 3. What about these guys? Have you any idea? At the first, I put it like something this 3 over 5, and after that I gonna to start to derivative. Therefore our derivative is 3 over 5 x 3 over 5 minus 1 is minus 2 over 5. But third property, if you have a function and that is has a coefficient, at the first you calculate the derivative of this and after that multiply by coefficient. It's so simple. For example, in here y equal to 2x power 2. At the first you release 2 from your formula and is x power 2 and derivative of x power 2 is 2x, and after that your answer times with coefficient and total answer is 4x. Some of the students, they told me, oh, it's so simple. Yeah, but I don't know exactly what is your level. But don't worry about that. We start with so very beginning and we are gonna keep going with some tricky top questions. What about this? Yes, it is a coefficient. At the first I calculate this. Y prime is 4x3 times root square of 2 divided 2. Answer is 2 root square of 2x power 3. Please pause the video and start to calculate this. Okay, do that for me. That is, answer is 4x minus 3 and this part is a constant and derivative is 0 and I prefer to don't write it. About another one is as the same is 12x power 3 minus 2x minus 9. But the formula of number 5, it's so important. Do you know why? Because always we don't work with x. Our function is related to x. In here is so simple. The derivative answer is 2x. But always is not x, is a function with x variable. What we must do for this situation? It's so simple. You consider at the first that is x, starting to calculate this, and after that multiply the derivative of u part to your total derivative. Therefore, if I gonna to calculate this, Also, you consider at the first is x power n. What happened for this is n u n minus 1. And after that, you must times with u prime because u is not exactly x. Is a function with x variable. Therefore, if I'm gonna to follow this question with this note, y is equal to 3x minus 1 by power 1 because I must reduce the power, and after multiply by this part derivative is so simple. Why? Because in the linear function the derivative is just coefficient of the x, and that is 3, and that is our total derivative. Note, I don't know, do you have remember this or not? When your function is y a x plus b, the derivative is just coefficient of x. For example, y equal 2x plus 5, coefficient in here is 2, and derivative of this function is exactly 2. Or another one, y is tangent 3x minus 1. Can you tell me this? Yeah, the derivative of this function is exactly coefficient of tangent, and answer is tangent of 3. What about another one? As I mentioned earlier, at the first you consider that is x and calculate it for these things. Reduce power by 1 and is 5x3 minus 6x plus 1 power 3 times this part derivative is 15x power 2 minus 6. Do you agree with me? Oh, you must calculate this. Pause the video and start to calculate and follow me after that. Okay, let's get started. At the first that came to as a coefficient is 3, x power 3 minus root square of 3 divided 2, x power 2 plus 1. And after that times with this part derivative, guys, is 3x2 minus root square of 3x. Your answer is this. Okay, congratulations. But this one is so applicated, guys, and it's so important as usual. When your function is under the root square, your derivative answer is u prime divided to exactly that thing's function. For example, in here the answer is 2 root square of x in the denominator, but you must in the top calculate the derivative of x because it's 1x and is linear, and I take just the coefficient of x is 1. Pause this video and solve it, and after that follow me. Okay, 2x plus 1, but in the top what happened? Is linear, is just coefficient of x is 2. Also you can cancel themselves, but the simulating is not important in this situation. But another question, y equal root square of something like this is 2, exactly that one, x power 2 plus 5x, but in the top you must take the derivative of output of root square. It's so simple, 2x plus, yeah, tell me, 5. Are you awake? What about this, guys? Also in the bottom is so simple, 2 root square of x plus 2x, but in the top then derivative of this is 1 divided 2x. We calculated before. Plus this part, can you tell me? Yeah, it's 2. But guys, is a specific form of our function. If I gonna to rechange and tell you the general form, it's u power m n squares. And what happened for this? It's so simple because we saw it in the previous, and we can write it like this, m over n. Yes, and after that we calculate our derivative. So I write to this form, x 1 over 3, and right now I gonna to calculate this is 1 over 3 as a coefficient, x minus 2 divided. Please pause the video and solve this, guys. Okay, y prime is, at the first I write it to that form, 2x power 2 minus minus 1 power 1 over 3, and after that I'm gonna to calculate this. Guys, it's not y prime, it's exactly y. I'm gonna calculate this. Is 1 over 3, 2x2 minus 1 power minus 2 divided 3, and after that we must calculate this form. Yes? Why? Because u power n is n u n minus 1 times u prime, and this part derivative is times 4x. Formula number 7 is so simple. Why? Do you know what's the meaning of ln? You know what is the meaning of logarithm? The logarithm is exactly inverse of power. Why? Because when you say 2 power 3 is exactly 8, what happened? You put 3 and your output is 8. Am I right? But logarithm of 8 in base of 2 is 3. Why? Because 2 power 3 is exactly 8. Therefore, in here, you put 8 and your output is 3. And they are exactly inverse of themselves. But what is the ln? ln is logarithm in the base e, Neper number, so on. Okay, if your function is ln u, your derivative is so simple, u prime divided to exactly u. So ln of x, what is the derivative of x? Is 1 divided to x. But what is the derivative of x power 2? The derivative of x power 2 in the top is 2x divided to x power 2. What about this, guys? Although it's better, I tell you something, it's better you write this, guys, in absolute value, but it doesn't matter because something is input there. ln, it must be positive, but we just tell you about derivative of them, but you must know this. Okay, guys, in here, if I gonna to calculate the derivative of ln is 4x power 3 plus 4 divided exactly something is in front of ln, x power 4 plus 4x plus 4. Wow, it's so important, guys. If anybody asks me what is the important notice, is that if you have a two function and they multiply together, at the first you calculate this derivative times with second one plus the second one derivative times the first one. Can you understand it? You have a two function fx jx and they multiply together and you're gonna to calculate derivative. You calculate the f prime x times gx plus right now the derivative of the second one g prime x times fx. For example, in here in the one, this is f, this is j. F prime is 2 times root square of x plus derivative of root square of x is 1 divided root square of x times 2x. Are you awake? Are you energized? Please like this post and tell me I'm awake, because guys, is not our teaching just monotonous, is a dialogue and I feel you in my teaching. Okay, keep going this one and pause the video. Okay, that is y prime. This one is 4x times second one minus ln x plus second one derivative is 3 plus ln is 1 divided x times first one 2x over 2. That is true, guys? No, I had a mistake. Can you tell me in the comments what is my mistake in here? You correct me. Okay, keep it going. This part has a problem. Can you tell me what's happened? Why this is not correct exactly? Okay, about this one, keep going. Y prime, the first section derivative is 1 divided to root square of x minus 3 times second one 3x power 2 plus second one derivative is 6x times the first one root square of x 3x plus 1. Wow, it's so important. Also, you have a two function, they divided together, and what is the derivative? In the denominator you must put the denominator power 2. therefore is v power 2. But in the top, what happened? You calculate derivative of u multiplied by v minus derivative of f multiplied by u. In the previous one was positive, but in this one is negative. Okay, remember it exact. What about these guys? That is our f, that is our g. Yes, y prime is at the first. Let's calculate the denominator is 2x minus 5 power 2 is simple. Yes. What about the top? Derivative of this is linear, is 3 times denominator 2x minus 5 minus denominator part derivative is 2 times by the top 3x plus 1. Please pause the video and solve this. I'm waiting for you. Yes, the prime is 3x power 2, but in the top this part derivative is 2 times 1 divided 2 root square of x times with denominator 3x plus denominator derivative is 3 times something in the bottom parenthesis 2 root square of x plus 1. Simplifies is not important, guys, right now. It's not important for me. Maybe your teacher tell yeah, after that simplifies that. But in here, I just learn you how you must calculate the derivative. What about these guys? The prime is 2x plus 1 power 2, and in the top derivative is 2x plus 2 times denominator root square of 2x plus 1 minus second part, the derivative of denominator is 3 times exactly numerator 2 root square of x plus 1. What about these guys? The prime is something in the bottom with power 2 is 2x plus 1 root square power 2, but in the top this part derivative is 2x plus 2 times denominator root square of 2x plus 1 minus this part derivative is 2 divided to 2x plus 1 times x2 plus 2x. And today's lesson is finished. Thank you for watching this movie. Please subscribe our channel, and if you are here until now, please like this post because it's take me energy. I see you in the next session. Bye bye.